to San Antonio, Texas, the Alamo City today at the Alamo Dome as we have a couple of squads here ready to square off in the Valero Alamo Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the California Golden Bears, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Baylor Bears offense will go to work first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Boy, coaches watch tape all week, and they get so excited. First play, let's make a statement. This offense tries to come out and throw it under the lights, all the excitement, and what do? They forget to protect their quarterback, and they give up a sack on the first play.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. The Bears will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So the Cal Bears offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To throw, it's Hawkins. Gets it out fast. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Gets rid of it. Takes the grab on the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The Bears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. They'll try to sneak it. Sneak gets it done.
And I tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Hold it, finds his man on the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out through the 33, and it's 1st down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They've got the screen set up. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
I like the adjustments from this offense from 1st possession to 2nd. Like 1st possession, you could tell, maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punt last drive.
And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Grabs behind the line. It's Madden. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down, get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Cal! They 6. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one of this postseason showdown. Let's take a look at the stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Gonna run it. It's Madden. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give on the inside. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Trying play action. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A third down try for the offense. He's looking downfield to throw. Working that left side now. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. The field goal is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. I don't know what it is about a missed field goal that can send a bolt of energy through an opposing offense. Now they've got it at about their own 37. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Quickly out to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Touchdown, Bears! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got his man on the right, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, you'll take that completion.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important. Got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes on the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
To the air, it's Hawkins. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sticky. Breaks into the open. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Black. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Working on the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Here's a heat. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the pressure. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Wants to throw on first down. Release to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Madden. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
The give to the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's reeled in. It's Madden. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll run it. It's Madden. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll go up top on second and short. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively first half.
The Bears will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
Caught in the backfield, it's Madden. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw it.
Turning it on! And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Right back to the well. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
He's loose. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? It's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They botched a scoring opportunity the last time they had it, fumbling inside the 20, and now a chance to put up something here. And some room to work. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal blocking the back. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The running back has it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Makes it past the marker. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. The Bears are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Wants to fire on second down. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Grabbed in the middle, it's Black. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Bears will punt this one away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He's got it again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to...
Ernie on the Jets at the 20. What a play there. He's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And the Golden Bears will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, first and goal at the 1. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal! Extra point here will tie the game.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. The Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to pass, it's Hawkins. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It put so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a...
Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for your quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. And that's one he'd like to have back.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Punch it out of the air. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude. Keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play.
Touchdown, Golden Bears! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Baylor, 21.
Coming out with it, it's Moore. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The Golden Bears can really attack on this second and short. He's going to fire deep. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cal. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late,
just keeps moving. And the returner will be brought down.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The short hands. It's Dickey. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Got it in the middle. It's Dickey on the nasty move, and now he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. To the air on 2nd down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Wants to throw again. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown Bears! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Like a Thanksgiving. The extra point is blocked. Picks it up. That's a live ball. They got the touchdown. PAT was blocked, and now they'll kick it away.
35. Baylor, 27.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Steps away to find some room. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground to try to move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Golden Bears line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. They go to the ground. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Right down the middle. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Black.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Looking to buy time. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Bears are facing 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak for it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Bears getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hawkins. Setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that clock is ticking. That clock is ticking big time. I want to take shots down the field. I want to save my timeouts, and I want to try to get out of bounds here with the clock ticking down and us trailing by a score.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Black. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Oh, they're after him. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll take a shot. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down.
I can't believe it. He had a chance to just end the game right there. If the defender makes the catch in the end zone, up a possession, this is ball game. But because he put it on the ground, this offense still has life.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They've got the big fellas out there, a three tight end look on first and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Right back to the well. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. This is not a time to pad your stats. Buying some time. Rolling right and going deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And that's how you finish it off, scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome, just a little cherry on top of the sundae. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.